Canadians join the European farmers' protests as things heat up in Quebec. Let's get into it.
Oh, yeah!
What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to The Fringe. We've tried talking about the European farmer protests online. We've talked about the farmer protests going on in India. We've talked about a lot of what's happening around the world. Now, a lot of this has to do with the World Economic Forum. It has to do with drowning out supply so that people are suffering. And now Canadian farmers are joining the fray. They're coming in to protest the low records and profits from the government standing in the way of farmers doing their jobs. Now, we'll see how this video goes over on YouTube because, of course, we've seen that YouTube loves to censor this kind of content. At least when I was covering the European farmers or the India farmers, they did not want that getting out there or being discussed. So while we're sitting here, folks, if you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, we're on our way to 30,000 subscribers. Make sure you come and hit that subscription bar, smash it down, and hit the bell for notifications. Join us here on the channel every Friday for Friday Night Fringe, our new live streams where we go over things like this that have happened in the week and we talk about things that are coming up as well, and we get a little bit of back and forth with the community. And it's the best way when you hit that subscribe button to be notified of all of our videos coming down the line in the future so that you don't miss great content like the coverage we're going to give on this farmers protest. Now, toward the end of the week last week, we've seen farmers now joining the fray, coming in Quebec to speak out in regards to what is happening with the low cost of profits for farmers. There are just lines of trucks, or tractors, I should say. I'm thinking of the Freedom Convoy. I apologize. Lines of tractors out on the road, and True North coming out to explain what's going on with the Quebec farmers. They're drowning in red tape, and they protest record low profits. Again, very similar to what's happening in Europe, what's happening in India. Let's take a look at what True North has to say on this. The farmers have gathered in Rimouski, Quebec, to voice their concerns in the days leading up to the province's next budget announcement. Several hundred farmers from Bas Saint Laurent and Gaspésie region, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that, traveled to Rimouski to participate in a demonstration by the Federation of the Union of Agriculture Producers of Bas Saint Laurent. Dozens of tractors and trailers joined together in a convoy to circle the street in front of the office of Minister Métis Blanchette Venzina. Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing any of these French names. Who represents the Bas Saint Laurent and Gaspésie Îles de la Madeleine regions. Afterwards, the tractors moved to offices of the Ministry of Agriculture, Fisheries, and Food of Quebec. The demonstrators say they're particularly worried about the future and what it holds for the next generation of farmers. Dairy producer Francois Pigeon and Saint Eugene de Ladrère and administrator of the Federation UPA of Bas Saint Laurent told CBC's Radio Canada in an interview that their intention is not to block traffic, but only to impede it, to make people aware of the importance of agriculture and see how it affects their daily meals. Pigeon acknowledges that the protest was inspired by the ongoing European farmers' protests in places like France, Belgium, and Poland. However, he also wanted to make clear that the demonstrators had no intention of creating any social unrest, just merely wanted their presence to be recognized. The rising cost of supplies for farmers like fertilizer, fuel, and machinery has led them to being faced with record low profits. One farmer's sign read, Notre fin sera votre faim, which translates to, in our end will be your hunger. And again, that couldn't be further from the truth. Delegation of farmers from the Gaspésie Les Îles UPA traveled to Rimouski as well to show their solidarity with the lower Laurentanian producers. Province's net agriculture income is projected to drop from $959 million in 2022 to $66 million in 2024, according to the Department of Agriculture and Agri-Food Canada. That marks a 49.2% decrease of net income from 2023 and an 86.5% increase for 2024. Losses of that magnitude haven't been recorded since 1938, which was around the Great Depression. Now, what's really surprising about that is that when you're looking at the record inflation that's going on in this country, the cost of living, the cost to produce, and now farmers are being hit with a 49% decrease of net income. How are they supposed to survive? We have some of the largest exporters in this country that make sure that food gets to Canadians' tables. If they're drowned out, Klaus Schwab is going to have his way of you're going to be eating bugs simply because there's going to be nothing else to offer people. We want to express the dismay of many of our products, said Francois in French. The majority of us have a hard time making ends meet. We're drowning in red tape. We're drowning in regulations. We have a price that is not fair for our products. We want to raise awareness among the population to demand agricultural policies from our governments. Despite not meeting with protesters on Friday, Vanzina confirmed in a written statement to Radio Canada that her government is mobilized to support the farmers. My colleague, the Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Foods, is working in collaboration with the sectors to improve the working environment and support you face of current challenges. We're monitoring and will continue to monitor the situation carefully over the coming months. The UPA said that the meeting is scheduled to take place with the minister on March the 15th. So again, we're going to see more updates this week coming into just what is going to happen with these farmers. And while a lot of people may say, hey, this is nothing important yet, we haven't seen the backlash from this, this is a sign of things to come as the year progresses, where we've had increases in costs. We've had carbon taxes go up. Keep in mind, the carbon tax is going to triple come April 1st. Of course, April Fool's Day, which Justin Trudeau is making fools out of all Canadians by doing that. Of course, it's his little jab at us on every April 1st. However, when you look at the increasing costs that farmers have faced over the last few years, now going into 2024, a triple cost enforcement is literally going to cripple and destroy the food production sector, and Canadians are going to pay the price, not just at the stores, but on their home tables. Let me know what you guys think. If we're going to see a positive response, they say they're on the side of the farmers. Are we going to see some kind of enforcement to see that, you know, they'll work to benefit farmers, or are we going to see more of the same old word salad? And are we going to be in trouble? When they say things like in the coming months, it makes me believe that this is going to turn into something similar to the European farmers protest. But I will keep you guys updated as I hear more. And again, let me know in the comments what you guys think down below as this spirals quickly out of control in this country amongst other protests. But again, things are going to get interesting, folks, so make sure to check back often, and I will keep you updated. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.